Okay, so we are getting into the draft here. We're gonna start up with the blue team. I actually can't see who's on the other team, so we're gonna have Sakis and Vidi and Jimmy and fucking Pimple Face, and we're gonna see the Smolder band coming out immediately. I've heard that's a good idea. He's a big boy. Mike talks about that little fucker all the time. Karma band. I think that's a reference. Not gonna comment on that. Timo, that's fucking cringe. Let's see what's coming in from red team here. I think we might see the Maokai ban. I've heard about that. That's a big thing. Maokai has a big win rate in solo queue, and considering all these players are not acclaimed to the please ban. Okay, I see the sack ban coming in here. That makes sense. I'm looking at the tier list and I'm not seeing sack in top 25, so all the way down in 33. So I'm actually not sure what the point of that is. But considering they already banned Karma, maybe they aren't so clever. But Kaiser banned totally targeted at the Smutty, but he's actually not in the game, so not too impactful in that regard. See a third ban coming in here. And the Jin ban, banning a champion does no damage. Okay, makes sense. And the immediate Senna first pick. I mean, Senna has been tearing up the meta lately, especially in this this bot lane with either Seraphine or of course the Nyla is a big one, and it's can cause a lot of trouble because the Cho'Gath counter pick the immediate response as it's usually done. Let's see what the second pick from the red team is. Morgana, of course, for people who don't know how to play support, you always first pick the Morgana. That is an easy one. Also, there is a synergy in the pick comp. You can zone someone out with the pick someone out with the binding and hit them with the rupture and silence, and then you got an easy kill and consider for objectives in that way. There's the misfortune, however, always changing over to the Nasus, really picking up the Nasus here. I have no idea what that is about. Looking at the tier list again, and I'm not seeing any big dogs. Lysandra, of course. Someone doesn't know how to play mid. I'm gonna pick the Lysandra. I totally respect that. There's Thresh coming in, so maybe it isn't actually the Morgana support. It's gonna be the Thresh coming for the support. So they're probably, considering that Thresh is picked already, they're probably not worried about the Aphelios ban. But considering that Aphelios actually takes skill to play, maybe that isn't actually an issue. And also, they're banning the really, really low APM AD carries. A big rock ban, of course, coming in to prevent the Nasus counter, which totally makes sense considering the other team already picked top lane. So it's just how it usually is. Let's see what the other ban from the red team is going to be. Might just go with the, no, it's the Vi. Yeah, probably best and easiest jungler in the game. So that totally makes sense. And also it makes it easy to catch Zen out in a fight. Can withstand the CC from Lissandra. Blue team really timing down all their picks. It seems that the Ashe ban, that is interesting. Considering that Ashe would actually be pretty easy for them to play against, I would say, with an AD carry that outranges them, as well as a Lissandra that makes it easy for them to get out on top of her, and as well it can dodge her engage. So I'm not really sure about that. Of course, the Twisted Fate, of course, still a very, very good pick. Super broken, according to what I've heard. This Samira, of course, the revered Senna Samira bot lane. One wants to stay back, one wants to go in. Total synergy. Let's see the last pick from Final Exit here. What's that gonna be? And it is gonna be the reset. I'm gonna flame them. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so here we go. We're gonna have Sakis on the blue team, Belveth on the jungle. We're gonna have VD playing as Senna. As the support, we're gonna have Rodriguez playing as Lissandra in the mid lane. We're gonna have Final Exit on the Dogi in the top lane. Of course, we're gonna have the 60k Pimple Face from the blue team running out the composition in the bot lane as Samira. On the red team, we're gonna have Matias, I don't fucking know, playing as Cho'Gath, one of my favorite champions. I plot that, also without teleport, I love it. In the top lane, we're gonna have the Mythic Antelope as Morgana in the jungle. We're gonna have Froops. On TF, hopefully can do better than his Protection Paladin gameplay in the mid lane. We're gonna have Diwali Mosan and Womp Womp, that is of course Mike, on Jinx and Thresh in the bot lane. We're gonna see some all chat going out already. Of course, what we're gonna be looking for here a lot is this mid lane. I think this is where the action is gonna happen. This is absolutely the most volatile lane. The Thresh and the Jinx should be pretty safe in the bot lane, considering that Samira and Senna does not have the most active lockdown. It takes some setup, which Samira does not have, and Senna does not have any point and click. It's a skill shot thing. So I'm predicting a pretty quiet early game. From here, of course, we are gonna take a look at how many CS that Mike misses. Oh, there's one there. That's pretty fucking cringe. But considering that he is a mage main, maybe not unexpected. Seeing the bot lane that the range advantage is taking place for the red team here. Can we not do something? Oh, there we go. Can actually see. How do I handle this? Yeah, there we go. Top lane is looking to be a struggle for. Oh, we do actually see Pimpleface going. Oh, he gets out with the. Oh, we do see that VD is getting. Oh, he has the flash. And Jinx popping the flash as well, using the ignite from Thresh as well. So that's definitely an advantage for the red team. You see Jimmy Rodriguez going in here, but it should be pretty safe. Oh, again coming in from Morgana in the mid lane. This camera is fucking jumping around. What the fuck is going on? I think we're back to calm. We are good in that regard. Can I order these? Oh, I can. I'm gonna do that. There we go, so we can compare the. This is Belworth coming in for the gank in top lane, actually burning the flash on the Cho'Gath. And that is actually going to be an issue if he's going to be pushing up, or it actually might actually die here. We have to see the red bar and see the flash from Sakis, and we'll actually see the first blood coming in from Sakith I expect to see some BM coming in the chat here. We'll see if he actually gonna pull it off or not. Let's see. Mike hitting another CS. That's great. He hits the cannon. We actually get it. Oh my god, hitting a binding on the Belmouth. Oh, he's gonna be fine. He's gonna be out. Continue to see a lot of focus on this bot lane. Oh, we're gonna switch. Jimmy Rodriguez going in on the fruit, pulling out the blue card, the Reginald special. Going back to top lane, we're gonna see the Cho'Gath hitting a full combo, but he's got a lot of minions. He cannot keep chasing around this, or he's gonna take a lot of hurt for these minions. I think Cho'Gath is gonna lose this. Yes, he will, and Nasus is gonna live through the lifesteal of his passive, and Triumph, I believe he is running, so that is great play by the final exit here. Not even losing summoners, and of course having this teleport advantage is gonna be a great advantage. Already 5 minutes into the game, and we do have a 1.2k goal difference for the blue team already. Looking great for their early game comp. We're gonna see a Bel'Veth gank in the bot lane, hitting a W. Or maybe it's the, I don't fucking know, on the Thresh. But no follow-up because this bot lane is a fucking atrocious combo. We do, in the top lane, see Nasus hitting the early 6, which is gonna be very helpful for him. It's gonna help him a lot from dying from random Cho'Gath feasts with the extra health, but we do actually see Morgana picking up some of those new stuff things. I don't know what they do. The Void Grubs, yeah, that's what they're called. But I know they're pretty good, so that's a good thing. Do see the Infernal Drake popping up. I think that's gonna be interesting for both teams. I think to note about this Cho'Gath lane is that Cho'Gath is still gonna have the push. Oh, we do see Bel'Veth coming in here for a second flank. Remember that Cho'Gath does not have flash from the last engage. So, oh, Nasus is gonna oh yeah, there it goes. He is active with the ult and does not get feasted down. The thing that's gonna be really hard for Cho'Gath is if he wants to harass the Nasus, he actually naturally has to push the lane with his Feral Scream and his Rupture, which is gonna be a disadvantage for him because he does not have this flash and he does not have teleport, so he's gonna be a very vulnerable target for Bel'Veth to gank, and I expect to see a lot of focus from the Bel'Veth upon the top lane going forward. We do also see a pretty good... oh, we do actually see Jimmy Rodriguez going in on Froop in the mid lane. Gonna have to flash out there. But yeah, I do expect to see a lot of ganks going top lane from now on from the blue team. So that's 2 plates already. He is just gonna have a field time. The Cho'Gath is not gonna be able to burst him down through the lifesteal from Nasus' passive and with his fleet footwork, and the ult is just gonna heal him back up. This lane is not gonna be fun from Cho'Gath going forward. Oh, actually, Jimmy Rodriguez going in here on Froop is gonna see the Black Shield does absolutely nothing because it's a True Shield Ignite. Gonna see the ult coming out through auto attacks, and oh, maybe it seems like Jimmy Rodriguez is actually gonna oh, and Mike's hits him with that's the biggest fluke rocket I've ever seen. But yeah, I guess it's something. Pressing your R button in the mid lane will actually sometimes hit stuff, and so it seems like today is just the day for him. So that's nice to see. Seems like the mid lane is increasing steadily. The mid lane CS lead for the Lissandra, 10 CS lead right now. Seeing the TF going for the AD build, which sort of makes sense considering we do have the AP from the Morgana and the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath actually going for the AP build despite CS and kill deficit, which I guess makes sense because when you go for the tank build, you sort of just go for the stat check, and you can't really do that when you're behind. So I guess in this regard, it actually makes sense. And also considering that regard, actually that makes it so that red team pretty much plays with a full range comp because an AP Cho'Gath with no stats and no stacks do not really want to get into range because they're gonna get locked down by the Nessus, the Belmeth, the Lissandras. So it is gonna be a full range comp more or less from the red team. And I guess they do have the CC to support that, but they are gonna be very, very squishy in that regard. We do see Jimmy Rodriguez going in here on Froop. He's completely oblivious to the gank, and he's just gonna completely always see the Velvet flashing in with a full combo and is gonna take him down. We're gonna see Morgana also falling. Oh, that is very, very rough on the red team. This blue side mid jungle is gonna be a menace for the red side going forward. They're gonna have so much mobility and so much burst damage, so this is gonna be very, very rough for them, I expect. Well, they're going for the, I don't fucking, oh, they're gonna be more of the Void Grubs. I don't know, I still don't know what it does. Oh, we're gonna have the Morgana flashing in. She has the health advantage, but can she actually do enough damage? Does not seem like she has, and she is gonna go down to Sakazir, to the Belveth. That is another kill for the blue side. Nessus and oh, Froop is in up. Oh, it actually is gonna be down, but Cho'Gath is gonna get the kill on the Belveth, but Nessus is gonna finish it off, and that's just another 24 stacks for Nessus, and this guy is just gonna be so rough to deal with. They are gonna have to play so well. The thing is, they are not gonna have anyone who can match him in a side lane. In a team fight, if they're just gonna 5v5, they might be able to keep him in check with all the CC. But they don't have anyone in their team who can 1v1 him. So they're gonna have to send two, and maybe that won't even do it. And in the meantime, the other four members can just take a tower, take a dragon, or whatever. We do see Jimmy Rodriguez going into Froop again, and I think this is just gonna be an... Oh, he actually flashes away, but still dies because the Black Shield still does not repent the ignite damage. Unlucky. Unlucky. So back to the top lane. Cho'Gath has bought an item which I do not know. Luton's... Yeah, I don't care. It is an AP item, and it is gonna help with his burst damage, I believe. So it might help burn down the Samira, I guess. It's not really gonna help on the Cho'Gath. He already has his Mercury Tread, so he is already, what, he has 73 magic resist already. He is not gonna be bursted down. He'll be able to come. He does not get the steal. Red team actually has... oh, here comes Jimmy Rodriguez. Can we keep an eye on the fucking team fight? What the fuck is this? This is turning out to be a rather stable snowball for the blue team. And of course, let's keep a track on the Nessus stack counter. He is already up to 285 stack. This is not going to be fun for the red team going forward. You see, even in this, like, oh, we see a gank in the bot lane, and Mike is gonna go down. Didn't have the Karma support to protect him in this regard, and he is gonna go down. And this is probably gonna be a bot turret for bot lane, unless... Oh, we do actually see final exit just straight up kill Cho'Gath. He does not have the rupture to disrupt him and stop the damage from the... I guess it would be 300 stacks by now. Yes, we are up to 300 stacks, and he does throw out the Susan in the chat. That's where you know you are really behind, and this is gonna be really rough going forward. A 7k gold advantage by 14 minutes. This might be an FF at 15, but we'll see how these guys are all from the depths of Tindral and Firak Hill, so maybe they can pull through. They are used to doing a lot of the same stuff. Interestingly, we see Frup going for the static shift, but oh, he's gonna be missing the W, unfortunately. So there's not gonna be a kill for Rodriguez in the mid lane. Bot lane is looking to make a play for the bot tower, which is a smart play. They do have a man advantage, and red team is currently not pressuring too much. Blue team is currently not pressing too much, but they seem to gonna be pushed back. If they play to active, oh, there we see active, and if they Mike missing the W, but Jimmy Rodriguez coming in, trying to do all this stuff, getting a kill onto development, getting a double kill actually, very well played. And Frup is gonna miss everything as is expected. He's gonna W in, and I think they're gonna be out just fine. Oh, a feast might be coming in here. We see Belveth coming in, and yeah, there it is. He just not have the stats to stat check the Nessus, which with all the lifesteal and the fleet footwork, I just do not think he has the damage. It's almost 400 stacks. I think this is just gonna be, if they play it right, this should be a pretty simple win for the blue team. Going forward here, see the Rift Hill hitting the turret, and Saka's just hitting the turret with the grubbies, and this is gonna be another 700 gold that he can use to further increase his lead. I think he has pretty much free reign over the red side jungle now. He can do whatever he wants. He even has the Stride Breaker to lock down any target, and I don't think anyone, even with the Merc turrets there, I don't think anyone has the mobility to get away from him, because the red side is basically has no mobility at all, except for the TF ult, which does not really work in those conditions. Oh, actually, we do see the Samira going down. Is there going to be a trade? We see Mike pushing in. Can he actually get the... No. Rodriguez gets out with a sliver of health. Mike does not get a kill. Unfortunate for him, because I think the win condition for red team is now going to be this Jinx. He is ahead on CS, but I still do not know how he's going to get through this Nessus, who's going to be running at him with Ghosts and Merc turrets. I do not see any reason another kill for Sakith. I think this guy is just going to be running wild from now on. We do have Dragon in not too long. Red team actually does have a Dragon advantage, but I don't think it's going to offset the 9k gold differential that we have currently. And this side lane is just going to get worse and worse. The one positive about this AP Cho'Gath build is that he is going to have the wave clear, but as soon as a Baron buff gets on the Nessus here, the Cho'Gath's not going to be able to do anything. We'll see the Ocean Drake going to the blue team here. And yeah, you see Nessus can just free farm here. I guess he is up to 500 stacks by now. Yeah, 477. This is gonna be a scary dog very soon. We do see Frup coming in here with the gold card, but I actually don't think this is favored for them. Even in a 2v1, he's gonna go to... Yeah, he is just gonna die. I don't think the Cho'Gath has anything. He's just gonna die as well. Yeah, that is the end of Cho'Gath, and this side lane is completely lost. He's just gonna heal up from his Siphon Strikes and his Fleet Footwork and his lifesteal. Yeah, he's already up to half HP, and he hits him with the Susan. That's very rough for the mentality of the red team. I fully expect red team to be fully non-verbal by this time, which is of course not ideal when you're trying to get back from a 10k gold disadvantage. Lucy Sagat in the enemy jungle, like I said, he pretty much has free reign. And with his team coming in, everyone gets out, and no real damage was done to the blue team. You know, gonna take their blue buff, and they can do pretty much whatever they want. And I think this is just a matter of time before blue team sets up for the Baron buff, and then they can set Nessus to a side lane and then just 4-1 them. They should get 2 inhibitors within the next 5 minutes, I expect. Oh, Jimmy actually have to pop it. Oh, gonna flash over the wall. This is not an ideal situation for him. Gonna hit the ult. Samira going in like an AD carrying, having no actual impact, getting stunned the immediate he uses ult. Oh, he actually gets out there with the help of Lissandra, and then mid. Oh, and really going down like a complete troll. This seems like a bit of an overextension from the red team, giving away a bounty of 900 gold to Fruit, which is of course going to be used for absolutely nothing, considering that he is the ADTF. But even though they lost 2 players, the Nessus is still pushing in completely unfilled. So this is violent. I don't think we need to watch this. Let's watch this guy running up the mid lane instead. Let's see. Oh, he's actually still in the base. Didn't actually manage to get the kill on Fruit. That's pretty impressive, but they are still just running rampant in the base. We are now up to a 13k goal lead, and this Nessus can just do his part on his own, having no actual impact on the rest of the game, which is like the usual top lane usually goes. And he's just gonna continue stacking. He's almost up to 650. This cannon is gonna give him the extra 12 and up to 621. Whether completing the terminus, I have no fucking idea what that is, but considering that he has 3 full items and the Morgana has 1, I expect that. Is he typing? It looks like he's typing. I hope he's typing something funny. I'm gonna be very, very disappointed if he does not type something. Does not seem to be the case. Finishes the Spirit Visage, and this guy is just not gonna die for the rest of the game until he runs into the fountain. I am almost certain. So we see blue team setting up for the Baron. They do have 1 ward on the red buff. Actually see Samira going down, but of course, as she is the AD carry, that is not going to have any impact on the game. And we do see the blue team is just going to take this Baron completely uncontested. The team is not interested. They are setting up for trying with the Jinx rocket actually, but is of course late. Red team setting up for the Drake. hopefully they can get this bounty. That would be a very nice gold injection. They are actually gonna get it. They are now on soul point, but they are gonna have to put in a lot more effort to actually get by, because one Ocean Drake is not gonna offset a 13k gold deficit. What the fuck, that's so hard work. Jim Rodriguez going in and just killing Mike because it is an AD carry and does not have any agency. Fruit going down as well. And this is just easy cleanup for the red team. Sarkis is actually gonna go down here, gonna give away a 1k bounty, but VD is gonna go back and get the return kill. So actually that bad, and they are gonna get a second inhibitor in the mid lane. And they are just gonna continue pushing as red team still has 4 people dead, so they should be able to get this inhibitor, considering the comp that they have. This big of an Nasus is just gonna basically destroy all the turrets by himself. All 5 members are actually alive. We're gonna see a stun onto the Nasus, but no damage taken. Oh, the miss on the hook. Barely on VD. That is unfortunate. That would have been a good kill. But they are basically just gonna be in tower defense mode for the next couple of minutes. I think blue team is just gonna empty the entire jungle of the red team and just gonna go back and finish their 3rd or 4th item depending on where they are. And I think they're gonna be gearing up to a coordinated push with their 16k gold advantage in the next few minutes. Actually do see a surrender vote. That is pretty cringe. And now Morgana going down as well. And now we just see the dog running in there, completely unkillable, hitting everything with his ult. We do see Jimmy Rodriguez going in, almost one-shotting it. And Mike is gonna be, yeah, he is gonna be run down. His partner in crime takes him down. That is unfortunate. Fruit might go down as well. Yes, he will. And that is gonna be the win for blue team. Completely deserved, considering everything we do. See good sportsmanship coming with the GG, well played. And that is nice to see. Well played to both teams. Har du kæft, det er svært.